We're heading down to Cleveland County Animal Control, which is the shelter that is just outside of Shelby, North Carolina. All shelters in North Carolina are high kill shelters, so this particular one, though, I like to work with because they don't put the animals down if they've been there until they need room, until they need space to put the animals down. So this particular dog we're going to get, her name is Hope. So we're going to go pick her up and bring her into FurBabies Animal Rescue and then on into the new Leash on Life program.
I can tell you that our daily intake has been as low as 8 and as high as about 46. We take in anywhere from 5,000 to 6,000 animals a year in this shelter. Right now we're housing close to 90 dogs and we have 64 kennels. We have a community, unfortunately, at times that sees their pets as disposable. And so almost half of our intake, about 45% of our intake into this shelter, are owner surrenders. They're dropped off here by their owners for multiple reasons. And sometimes those reasons are understandable. There's been, a tragedy in the family and they just don't have anywhere else to turn. And so for those people, we want to be a place that they can turn and that we can find a home for their pet. But the shelter shouldn't be treated like the landfill. It shouldn't be a place where when you no longer want to care for your animal, or the animal becomes too old, or you have a new baby, or any of the other reasons that we hear it's too hyper, it's not what you wanted it to be, or it got bigger than you thought it was going to be, that you can just come and drop them off and walk away without any responsibility. And we deal with that on a daily basis. There's not a day that I've worked here in 2 years that somebody hasn't walked in and dropped off their animal.
The requirement is to make sure that the kennels are safe and free from disease, and that the counties are safe and free from disease and that kind of thing. So it's not their requirement to make sure that the dogs come out alive. So that's why there are so many rescue groups now that have made this our mission to see that that does happen. We feel like the animals should have a better opportunity than they get based on just what the requirements are from the county shelters. Is our girl, Hope, and she was at the Cleveland County Animal Control. She was in there for 40 plus days. Luckily, Cleveland County does not euthanize dogs until they need space, but she came out as an urgent need. In other words, they were running out of space. She had been there so long that they had to get her out of there or she was going to be euthanized. She was going to be euthanized on a Friday. I called and said, I'll be there as soon as I can get there. Can you please hold her for me? I went and picked her up Monday morning. And so 40 plus days after being in the shelter, she was free. She went to our kennel, the Holiday Inn, and has been hanging out there for a couple of weeks and was just so happy to be out of there.
The dog program is pretty much put in place for the dogs to come in here, learn proper obedience, and be made adoptable to go out to any family.
During the 8 weeks, though, we have to train the dogs in basic obedience training for us, like they have to pass the good K9 citizen test for us. If you're a stranger and I come up to you, shake your hands, introduce myself, the dog's not supposed to jump up on you or nothing. It's supposed to sit there or stand there until it's acknowledged. We teach the dogs the basics of sit, down, stay, no begging when you're eating, loose leash walking. When you're walking the dog, it's not supposed to be pulling, trying to choke itself.
The program as a whole, it's changed my life tremendously because, I'm able to do something positive and give back, not only to the community, but to the dogs. And just really seeing how they come in and how they leave out, it's a tremendous change. So it's just great. Personally, I'm probably gonna go into the dog field when I get out. So it's really preparing me for the future. So not only am I helping the dogs also helping me.
The poem is called A Second Chance. I wrote it just for this group. I hope you appreciate it. It says, a second chance. Now I know that was all I needed. Who knew I'd be in prison training dogs before I had the chance to receive it? I'd like to take this time to thank everybody that's involved in this program. Y'all not only saved the dog, but you also saved the man. I'd like to thank Daryl, Maggie, Elizabeth, and Gail. You used your love for animals to help a human see outside his cell. Nala, Bandit, Sissy, and Smoke. Who knew a dog could bring us hope? I've seen a lot happen over the years, but I never thought a dog's graduation would bring a man to tears. I know you all wonder which one of us is crying, but all you have to do is take a look at Brian. This program has opened my eyes and given me sight. These dogs and us men are a lot alike. All we needed was a new leash on life.
I've been wanting to adopt another dog, and just seemed like a good time with Hope already being trained, and she's the kind of dog we wanted too. Pretty lab mix, border collie mix, so we just thought it was a good opportunity. So it's been good for Sandy. Made Sandy young again.
The kids love her. I mean, you know, kids always want a dog, always want a new dog too. And Hope has been a good, playful dog, and our kids are pretty active and always running around doing stuff, and so Hope has fit in really well with the kids. Huh, yeah.